Well, good afternoon and welcome to this weekend's Lynch's Weekend Webcast. Hello, I'm Jonathan M0JSX here in the Martin Lynch & Sons showroom again for another Saturday. It's nice to have you there. Thanks very much for watching. This week, once again, our used shelves are heaving, so we'll have a look around the used shelves and also answer any questions. So if you want to get some questions into the chat, you know where to go, just below. Type your question away and I'll try and answer them as best I can. Of course, if someone would like to give me a signal report, that'd be great. Make sure you're hearing me. As far as I can see, I've got green wavy lines going up and down, so as far as I can see, you should be hearing me absolutely fine. And of course, this is your opportunity. If you're not able to get into the store yourself, then of course this is your opportunity to sort of virtually visit us. And if you want to see anything in particular that we might have out on display, or if we don't, if I have to go grab it, do of course let me know. We'll do that for you. Hello to Barry, who's just said hello there. I've positioned my iPad in a really poor, I'm just gonna, right, maybe that will be better. Right, hello Barry. Hope you're well. Nice to. Was it last week you came in? It's nice to see you anyway. It's unfortunate. I'm sure you've seen the news that came out yesterday from the RSGB that unfortunately the RSGB convention has been, the in-person RSGB convention has been cancelled for this year. They're going virtual again, which seemed to work very well last year in all fairness. So hopefully the same can be said for this year. And we're all looking forward to getting back to Kents Hill next year for 2022, of course, as it will be then. But yeah, such a shame, of course, all the events that we're now not going to. But yeah, well, we'd love to see you in the showroom. If you can make it into the showroom, we'd love to see you down here. Let's have a look around the used. As I say, that's what we're primarily going to do this week. I'm going to grab my camera, and again, I'm going to apologise for my camera work because I know I'm not the world's best cameraman. But hopefully I get points for trying. So we've got, as I say, got quite a bit of used on our shelves just at the moment. Let's start. What can I start with? I don't know. I kind of want to start by sort of putting that down there and talking about this 7610. I'm just going to move around. So I've got this ICOM IC7610 just in stock here. This is, of course, their 100 watt HF and 6 meter base station transceiver. It's, of course, got that large colour screen, it looks gorgeous, let's be completely honest with you. It does look just fantastic. It's also, of course, got that DVI output on the rear, so you can easily get it up onto a big screen and view the display on a much larger screen, which is, I think, a really plus point for these. Of course, it's not the only radio that has that ability. There are quite a few now, but this is, of course, one of the first to do it, and of course, it's definitely puts it in a class of its own. On the back, let's have a look around the rear. It's those two SO239 ports. You've got two antenna inputs, as well as, of course, RX antenna in and out. And this is something you don't see on every radio. It's got a dedicated transverter output as well. So if you're driving this into transverter, maybe you want to put it onto VHF. I apologise, I've got a little dangly thing from my camera there. If you want to put it onto let's say, put it onto VHF with a transverter, maybe you've got a nice Kuhn transverter. That's got that dedicated output. SP41, the matching speaker, also got that in stock, 125, should have mentioned. That was 2499, that 7610. Matching speaker, 125 in the box. That's if you want to have both, I'm sure we'll do you a price if you want both the 7610 and the matching speaker. Also got in stock at the moment this Flex 6400. So this is the version, as you can see, without the front panel. But it's also got the ATU install, which is an option on these. 1899, so it's £100 less than you'd pay for a standard 6400 brand new, but you are saving yourself about £400 because it has the ATU already installed. Let's just move around. We've got a Zygu XPA125P. So if you've got 7818, one of the Zygu QRP radios, or let's be honest, IC705, then you can pick up one of these, about £100 less than then you pay brand new for one of these. $3.99. It is boxed. Previous owner never opened it, and that is the truth on that one. Another Flex, got a 6600 amps. Of course, this is the upgraded one with the front screen. So 6600M. Again, ATU as standard on these, 4499. Again, a saving off new. Got an ATAS 120A from Yaesu, of course, 199. We're just showing the sort of main section of there, of course, is boxed with that top whip as well. As many of you know, I use an ATAS myself in the car with an 857. It's a fantastic antenna. They work really well. Add a Diamond MX62 and use it on HF, VHF, UHF. Alternatively, just use it on HF and 6 and use something that's got a bit more gain on 2 and 70. ATAS 128. I'm seeing some of your comments come in. I will get to them in a moment. Keep them coming and I'll answer them all in just a little while. I want to mention a Yaesu FT7900. Of course, the 50 watt 2 and 70 FM mobile. This one boxed complete with the separation kit. So if you want to do what I do with all my mobile installs and put the main body under the seat or in the boot, just have the head panel up the front. That's what you need. £179. I think is a really good price for one of those now. I'm going to mention this FT897 again. So this is, of course, Yaesu's Shack in a Box from a few years ago. This one is nice because fitted by our workshop, it has one of those BHI DSP modules in it, which really cut down on the noise. It's amazing how well they work. $699, reflecting the fact it's got that BHI filter in it. Got a briefly mentioned 590 SG 999. Good price for one of those, I feel. Sun SDR2 Pro, £999. You can just see that little sticker coming out. I'm just going to move the microphone away, and that doesn't work. I can't do it. I haven't got enough hands. But Sun SDR2 Pro, it is of course Sun SDR's 20 watt HF 6 and 2 meter SDR radio, perfect if you're driving an amplifier, or if you just run QRP, that's a really good option. It's sat on top of a DX5000, yours for $2499. I've got another 7610 2499 again if you want that, along with the SP41, sorry, the matching speaker. We'll do you a price. We've gone a bit flex mad. I've got a Flex 6300. So this is the older ones. This is like the older version of a 6400, but it has got the ATU this one again, which was an option, and has recently been upgraded by ourselves to the version 3 software. So the very latest version of the software is supplied with this one. It is boxed and complete otherwise for 1249 on 1250. For a fully featured 100 watt SDR radio with the latest version of the Flex software, that is a bargain. I'm half tempted by that myself, apart from the fact that Mrs. probably wouldn't let me. Pelstar BT 1500A, £799. They're lovely 3 kilowatt tuner. They work. Do you know what? Pelstar have such a build quality. They are built like tanks. They rarely go wrong. I'm not going to say they never go wrong because that would be lying, but they rarely go wrong. And they are just, if you need a tuner and you're running power, you want a Pelstar tuner, trust me. IC9700, we'll just mention while I'm talking about an IC9700, there's been a new firmware update for the 9700, along with the 7300 and the 705. This particular 9700 is $1499, so £1,500. It is boxed mic manual DC cable, as you would expect. You want to get 100 watts out on 2 meters, and you want D-Star, and you want satellite mode, and you want 23 SEMs as well. You can't go bad with a 9700, really. What else can I cherry pick out to mention? I'm going to say I'm a little bit surprised we've still got this. This is the SGC 237. There we go. This is the 100 watt long wire tuner primarily. That's what it's kind of designed for. I'm going to see if I can pick it up without doing too much. There we go. Right, so it's got that antenna poured on the top for a long wire, and it's fed with coax with some PL249 and also some DC cable there. They called it their smart tuner because they claim you can use it with pretty much any antenna at all, but works fantastic as a long wire tuner. Oh, sorry, camera. Works brilliantly as a long wire tuner. And just, I'm price. We still got it, £299. They are sought after those, so I don't think that's going to last for too long, but it is in stock at the moment. Ellicraft KX3. This particular one has the battery installed, has the battery charger installed, has the ATU installed, and has the upgraded heatsink from Windcamp, as you can see at the top, that red one. And of course has those Windcamp side brackets as well. Very similar to the brackets that exist now for the 7A5, with that plastic screen across the front as well to protect the front of the radio. Of course, it's 15 watts out with the latest firmware update, which this one, I believe, has got. Steve was tasked with doing that, and I understand that he did it. It is boxed. It's got all the cables, as you would expect. We did have a matching XPA 100, but someone that got snapped up quite quickly. Ellicraft generally doesn't hang around for long when we've got it in stock. I'm going to walk over this way. I'm going to mention an SDR Play RSP Duo. This is, of course, the twin receive version of SDR Play's very popular SDR receiver. Of course, it's got 3 antenna inputs. You've got 2 for the first tuner, which is both a 50 ohm and a high Z, and of course an SMA 50 ohm for the second receiver in there too. You've got reference in and reference out, and it's just a USB cable is all you need on that one. What else can I mention? A Comet CF30MR, a 30 meg low pass filter from Comet, £30. Can't really can't say fairer than that, can you really? And a flex control. I mentioned that if you've got one of the flexes, maybe if you want to buy one of the flexes we've got in stock, or you've already got a flex, we'll do you a nice price. But yeah, if you want to buy that alongside one of the flexes we've got, give us a call, 0345 2300599, and we're sure to do you a lovely price on that. And of course, just going to mention this YT1200, if you've got something like an FT450, FTDX 1200, FT950, and you want an external tuner, of course, the tuning range of many internal tuners is about 3 to 1. If your antenna is slightly outside that, then a YT1200 is kind of what you need, to be honest with you. We've got 2 ELAD FDM Duos just sat up there for £799 each. One red, one black. Of course, that red colour, exclusive to us here at Martin Lynch & Sons, brand new. £799 each. These are both the 5 watt transceiver version. Of course, it means you can either run them through software and have that full SDR experience, but you've also got that opportunity to use them just from the front panel and use them as a standalone transceiver, much like you would something like an 817 or an 818 or anything like that. What else should I mention? Let's mention a TS570DG. Of course, this is the sort of predecessor to one of them. 570, it is boxed, it is mic manual and DC cable in with it. It's £599. I'm going to say, if you give us a call this afternoon and you're after this 570, we'll do you the shipping absolutely free. So £599, we'll ship it to you free of charge, UK mainland only, and we'll get that to your door on Tuesday. How about that? That seems like a good plan to me. Kenwood TM281, the sort of 50 watt 2 meter FM transceiver. If you want something basic for 2 meters and you want that Kenwood quality, £99, you can't really go wrong at that one, can you? Right, I'm just trying to think what else I can mention, what else I can talk about. I'll tell you what, let's pop the camera down just for a few minutes, and I've seen a few questions coming, so I'm just going to pop the camera down just there, and I'll step back in front of it. Right, let's have a quick look at some of your questions. Thank you very much for popping them in there. Hello to Richard, 2EZRFJJ. Hello to you. Hello to the band policeman. Hello. Hello to John, who says, do you have the FTDX10 and the FTDX 101 on display for customers to try? Yes, we do. We have... I'm cutting off my own head there. We've got the FTDX 10 and the FTDX 101 MP out on display. There we go, that'd be better. Oh, apologies for that, everybody. Apparently, I knocked my phone and it decided it didn't want to. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, FTDX 10 and FTDX 101. Yes, you have them both out on display. We have a 101 MP out on display, so you can come into the store, you can get them hooked up to an antenna, and you can obviously have a play and compare and contrast. Hello to Andy, M0CFM, nice to see you there. Hello to Chris, G1JXS, hope you're well and hope you're all moved in. I'm very well, thank you very much. And yeah, we are moved in. The antenna is well, the V2000 now up on the chimney. And we've got an end-fed half-wave up as well. And we're all settled in, as it were. Wow, I say that. We've still got boxes everywhere, but I think that's just life now. Hello to Chris, M0IFR. Hello to you. Nice to see you there. Stephen says, ICOM IC7200, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. No. Hello to Paul, G3XFF, in a dull, damp Felixstowe. Hello from I've not actually looked at the weather today. Dull, certainly. Staines upon Thames. Nice to see you there. Afternoon to M7FRS. Hello to you. Terry, 2EROPK. Nice to see you, Terry. Says, that Hellbling is an expensive camera stand. It works well for me. Hello to Richard, 2ERORQO. Hello to you, Richard. And Richard, another Richard, 2ERFJJ. Also saying hello as well. So thank you to all of you. Of course, this is your weekly opportunity to get your questions in. If you want to ask a question of me, of anything of stock, please let us know. In fact, hello to M0OGY, who says, do you have any MFJ SWR crease in stock? If only, eh? I believe they're on the next shipment, along with the Magic antennas. I think they're on their way, but we might have a long wait. But there we go. Right, yes. Please do get your questions in if you have anything you want to ask. Oh, apparently Pete says I'm a little bit out of focus. That's just me, Pete. That's not the camera. That is just me. Hang on, let's see if I can wipe the camera lens. See if that's what the issue is here. It might well be. I'm not entirely sure. It's like watching. You know when you used to watch Wimbledon, when please don't tell me what the score is. I've no idea. Please don't tell me the score. But you know when you used to watch Wimbledon, it was raining, cliff on centre court, and they'd come like a hand and just wipe the lens. Hopefully that's better. Hello to Callum, the DX commander. Hello Callum, hope you're well. Apparently it's the Jonathan show. Well, you know, it happens every couple of weeks, Callum. In fact, I'm not out of focus with him. I will mention while Callum's in the chat. If you've not checked out his channel, let's be honest, you have. But I understand that Callum's got a lot of videos on the way that may or may not feature Gary. I know that Gary's been doing quite a lot with Callum recently, so it's quite possible you might see Gary's face over on Callum's channel quite soon. I must apologise now. I'm really sorry for that. Let's have a look. See, Gary was on the. Yeah, I saw the video with Gary on the last one. That's why I mentioned it, Callum. That is why I mentioned it. Nothing escapes us here. Hello to. Oh, sorry, that's just. Yes, if this is your opportunity to ask questions. So, if you want to check any stock, if you want to grab something, I'm more than happy to do so. We've got the showroom at our fingertips here, and that's the idea here about this all. And of course, if you have any ideas that you'd like to see us doing any of our videos in the future, please do just let us know. It's you can always email us sales@hamradio.co.uk with any of your suggestions. Apparently Andy has just watched Callum's latest video. There you go. It's all good. Well, I hope Callum, while you're here, I hope the move's gone all right. Let's have a look. See, big question: do I change my TS990 for the FTDX 101 MP? Do you want my opinion on this, Callum? Yeah. Yes, you should. Trade in your 990 with us. Obviously, we'll give you a nice price on it. You know, give us a call. But yeah, you know what? I think you should. I think the show and engineering figures kind of speak for themselves, to be honest with you. And given the fact that the 990 is still a lovely radio, I don't want to discredit the 990 at all because it is absolutely fantastic. But I think the 101 has that edge. Obviously, it has that really nice screen, whether you have it in that 3D mode or whether you have it in the standard 2D mode. Personally, I prefer the standard 2D mode, but that's just me. But it's, yeah, I think it's an upgrade. That's my opinion. Other people will disagree with me. I have absolutely no doubt. Hello to Galen Roy, who greetings from 8 Papaland. Hello to you. Bob says, hi Jonathan, everybody. What do you recommend for a multi-band vertical antenna? I always have the DX Commander, but I want something for a permitting installation. Thanks, Bob. GW6RBZ. Well, if you want something that's low profile, if you want something that's going to easily blend in, then our most popular vertical antenna is the 6BTV from Hustler. It covers 6 bands, so it's 80, 40, 30, 20, 15 and 10. It'll handle a kilowatt. It will work best with radials down, so if you've already got your DX Commander, and Callum, don't listen to this bit for a second, but if you're going to take DX Commander down and you want to put something in its place, 6BTV would be a nice option. They're about 25 foot tall, so if you've got one out the back, you can't see it from the front, and they just work. Once you've got them set up and you've tightened all the traps, they work. So that's a good option. Callum says he's not listening. But of course, if you want to keep your DX Commander up, then we're all for that too. Any news on new ICOM D-Star handheld? That's from Chris. Let's have a look. See, well, they're on their way, is all we can say. Obviously, as I'm sure it's been well reported by now, ICOM, as well as lots of other manufacturers, has anybody tried to buy a graphics card recently? Has anybody failed to buy a graphics card recently? Components are in short supply, and it's affecting the progress of the ID52 as well, unfortunately. ICOM are, last time we spoke to them on the subject, they are hopeful that towards the end of the year. We are hopeful that it's going to be sooner, but that's kind of what we're working towards. So if you've got a deposit on one, we haven't forgotten. ICOM hasn't forgotten. We know you're waiting for one. We will get you one as soon as possible. I have to say there's some videos that I've seen coming out of Japan where they are shipping in very, very small quantities. But there are some videos that you can find on YouTube of the ID52 out in the wild. It looks amazing. I cannot wait to get my hands on one. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. Let's have a look. See, Alan says, is it a problem to trade in second-hand equipment now since Brexit? No, not at all. Second-hand has been unaffected, really, in terms of what we do here. The only difference, if you're in the UK, or if you're in Northern Ireland specifically, the only difference is that Northern Ireland is now no longer part of something called the margin scheme, which I'm not going to get into details about too much, but basically it means that Northern Ireland now have to pay 20% VAT on top of the sale price, whereas if you're in England, Scotland or Wales, then the price you see is the price you pay. That is the only difference. If you're located outside of the UK and you buy a piece of used equipment from us, or even if you buy something new from us, you will pay the amount without VAT. Obviously, there is no VAT on you, so you'll pay the advertised price. And then on import, you'll be charged your local VAT rate plus a small admin fee by the courier. What else was there? Hello to Paul, M0OPM, who's just bought the 8. Hang on, Paul, do I need to box it up for you? Hang on. Sorry, everybody. Paul's got it. Sorry, it's gone. It's gone. So there we go. Let's have a look. See. Bob's apparently Bob is not getting rid of his DX Commander. No, I don't blame you. The DX Commander, Gary's got a DX Commander in his garden. My garden's not big enough, I'm going to be honest. It's a tiny postage stamp size of a garden. I haven't got the room for all the radials. That's one I wanted to mention about the 6BTV, that you don't necessarily need radials for it. It will work with an earth stake shoved in the ground next to it. So if you can't get radials out and you still want a vertical, 6BTV is a good one. Kind of saying, what's my favourite band? Oh, Callum, that's a question. Probably 20 metres, to be honest with you. 20 or 17. Although I've been doing quite a lot of 10 recently with some of the sporadic key openings. And it was great fun last weekend at VHF Field Day, playing with 2 metres from our site in Sheppey. Callum says that his is 40 metre. Or UB40. Well, if we could go to that route, the Beatles, obviously very good. I mean, you know, one of the greatest rock and roll bands ever. You know, I suppose, you know, you could go bit of Rolling Stones, perhaps a little bit more modern. You could go maybe Oasis, if you want to go for that 90s vibe. Are we getting a bit sidetracked here? I think we are. Stephen says 10cc. I'm not in love. Well, actually I am, but anything else? I'm just mentioning in the chat there. As I say, it's nice to do these videos. And actually, talking about bands, I know that Callum plays the drums. We should get Callum in here. I've just had a thought. We should get Callum in with his drum kit. We can get Chris from the Withell Club, G7DDN, who, if you came to our hog roast, whenever we last held it, when did we last? In 2019, would that have been right? I'm thinking that's right. If you came to our hog roast then, you'd have seen Chris. He played the guitar and did a number of ML&S Arised Christmas songs. I'm thinking we should get both of them doing a duet in the showroom. That would be fantastic. I'd pay money to see that, to be honest with you. Brian says, thanks for the webcast. Thanks very much. It's nice to be here. Apparently Chris came to see Callum's band. Well, there you go. Surely, you're both in the same neck of the woods. Surely there must be some kind of collaboration there. Stephen says loop antenna. Hang on, which loop antenna? That loop antenna? Or the one just out of shot? Actually, if you want to see all the loop antennas we've got, watch the video that came out yesterday for our Something for the Weekend. Martin and Tony did an overview of all of the loops that we do. Or I'm saying most of the loops we do anyway. I think they actually did all of them, thinking about it. We've just got in some new loops from a company called Looper, which are very good as well. They're nice and exciting. There's one that covers top band that's small. I don't get how it works, but it does. It's fantastic. So do have a look at the video that Martin and Tony did yesterday, of course. If you're on YouTube, well, you've got to be watching this on YouTube, but just go to our most recent video. You'll see it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter that we put out every Friday at lunchtime. If you go to our webpage, hamradio.co.uk, scroll all the way down to the bottom, there's a yellow banner, pop your email address in there and you'll get an email from us once a week. And we fill your inbox with a whole load of goodies. Let's have a look, see what else is coming here. And apparently Callum will be back. Well, I might not be, because I'm going to sort of wrap this up now. Thanks very much for watching. If you've got any final questions, please get them in quickly and I'll answer them. I do try and keep this to about half an hour, and we've been going about half an hour. Peter Martin says, could be sprung from a truck. I've probably missed something there, haven't I? I must have done. But yes, thanks very much for watching us. Do make sure you're subscribed to our newsletter that comes out once a week. Oh, hello. Does the KX3 come with a mic? Yes, it does. The KX3 does have a microphone in the box with it. So if you want the used KX3, which is still over there, if you want the used KX3, it does come with a mic in the box, obviously with the DC cable, and that's about it. Thinking about it, microphone, DC cable. There isn't a manual for it, but obviously, Ellicraft, you can download the manual from the Ellicraft website. I saw a few more questions coming there. Brian says, come on, England. Yes, come on, England. Good luck tomorrow, guys. Thanks very much indeed. Thanks very much, Callum, as well. If you're not going to watch from Raven next, hop over to Callum's channel. Let's give him a bit of love. And no doubt we'll see you soon. For now. Bye-bye.